days around.
Hello and welcome to the Tottenham America channel. Today, Tottenham played Fulham at home in the Premier League in a London derby, and Son and Maddison scored the goals for the North London side to see Tottenham go top of the Premier League table by 2 points over Man City and Arsenal. An incredible feat done in just 9 games by new head coach Ange. He's done an absolutely incredible job since coming in from Celtic. A lot of fans did not have the faith in him to really take this club to the next level. We thought there'd be struggles. We thought we might not even be in the top 10 in the first half of the season, But Tottenham Hotspur are top of the table, and that's all down to Ange and his incredible attacking methods. Tottenham got started in the 36th minute after Heung-min Son scored for Tottenham. Fulham lost the ball cheaply in defense, and Richarlison passed the ball on to Son. He shifts the ball onto his right foot before unleashing a beautiful strike into the top corner, beating Fulham's goalkeeper and sending Tottenham up by 1-0. We went into halftime 1 goal up before James Maddison made it 2 in the 54th minute. Yet again, it was a Fulham mistake leading to the goal, as the defense cheaply gives it away to Højbjerg, who slides the ball through to Son, and then Maddison simply has to finish it off after the Korean passes it on, and Tottenham go 2-0 up. Later on, all the big players, Son, Maddison, Richarlison, all subbed off, and we saw the game by 2-0. Another clean sheet for our incredible defense, with Vicario holding no goals today, and Tottenham are top of the table. 23 points, 7 wins, 2 draws in 9 games. This includes, let me remind you, obviously we've played some more, lower quality teams: Luton, Burnley, Bournemouth, Sheffield United. But I don't think we can forget that we beat Man United, we beat Liverpool, and we also drew to Arsenal. So it's not like our entire makeup of opponents has been poor quality, easy wins. Some of them have been really, tough, and I think we've played unbelievably well this season to be top of the Premier League. Ange has done such an incredible job coming in. The way he's put his philosophy onto the players is incredible. I think the thing that changes it the most is, let's take this for example. Before this game, last year we had the same amount of points after the same amount of games. I think we were, maybe it was 18 or 19 points last season after 8 games. But we were first in the Premier League. But this feeling is not the same. Last year it was like, okay, we're first, but we're gonna lose it eventually. We were under Conte. There was no guarantee of us, playing well in every game. We were heavily reliant on Bentancur and Højbjerg, and Conte's sitting back and counterattacking methods just did not feel stable enough. But this year is a completely different feeling. Under Ange, we go into every game thinking that we're gonna win, and it's almost a disappointment if we don't score at least 2 goals or 1 goal. And it's such a different feeling to last year, and I think that's why this year feels so much different. Last year, it was the inevitable, okay, when are we going to drop below Man City? When are we going to fall behind? This year, it's how long are we going to keep going? Because at this rate, we're just going to keep going. We don't look like stopping. The way we're playing right now is honestly unbelievable. We've got the second best defense in the league with 8 goals conceded, only behind Man City, who have conceded 7. We've got one of the best attacks in the league, 20 goals scored, only behind Brighton, Newcastle, Aston Villa, and tied with Liverpool. So we are really in a good spot for this season. But let's look at the players more closely today, from today's game. Vicario, a little bit shaky at times. I just felt like there were some passes that he was not confident on. He lost the ball a couple times, but he made up for it with 2 or 3 really good saves, especially one in the first half inside the first 15 minutes. Absolutely incredible save. Whole defensive line, I think first 70 minutes was really good. After that, I think we started to kind of have a little bit of a tough time on the ball. Van de Ven started making mistakes. Udogie was making mistakes before he got subbed off in the 56th minute. So it was a little shaky at the back, but we definitely held out. Romero and Porro, I think, really stood their ground firmly, which kind of made up for the mistakes from Van de Ven and Udogie. So that was really, really important to see. In midfield, no Basuma today, but Højbjerg really stepped up in my opinion. I thought he played really, really well. Knowing the way he plays usually and the style that he was bought for under Mourinho and then Conte, seeing him able to play in a system like this and, you know, not be completely out of it, still be able to play is really, really nice to see, because he's been at this club a pretty solid amount of years. I think it's been 3 years now. So I think he's done really, really well this season, this game, and he filled in for Basuma really, really well. Sarr, of course, solid performance as usual. Another big one from the African midfielder, Senegalese midfielder. He's only 21 years of age, which is absolutely incredible. Because when you look at Sarr, I don't think you expect him to be at 21 years old unless you look at his face. Because I think if you look at his face, he looks really, really young. But other than that, he plays like an experienced midfielder, and it's so, so cool to see from him. Heading into attack, Maddison and Son, absolutely incredible today. They carried us with their goals and assists. Richarlison got a strong assist for Sonny's goal, I believe. Yeah, Son's goal. And he had a pretty good game, I thought, today. Definitely better than it's been in the last couple games. Kulusevski was such an up and down, though, today. I think Kulusevski at times, his dribbling was unbelievable. I can tell you that. But his final ball was not very good. And he had this one chance right before halftime, closing down on goal after Romero stole the ball back and dribbled through like half of Fulham's entire team, passed it off to Kulusevski, and really all he had to do was side foot it into the corner of the net. There's only the goalkeeper there. Instead, he kind of lays it off to Son and Richarlison, and the ball kind of goes nowhere. But still, I think Kulusevski had a solid performance. We're just waiting for that confidence for him to really strike it in front of goal and for him to get those goals, because I think that'll be nice to see from a player who does so much work every single game. This is not like an outlier of a game. He's been doing this week in, week out for us, this kind of a shift. So all he needs is the goals to prove it, and I think he's going to turn back to the player that we had when we first signed him in January of 2022, I believe. But overall, a really, really strong performance from Tottenham. We controlled the game, 56% possession, 15 shots, 2 big chances, 5 shots on target, and 2 goals. Both of them coming off of defensive mistakes from Fulham, which actually I think says a lot about the way we played today. I don't think we were particularly incredible, but what won us the game today was our pressure. Fulham could just not handle it at times. I think they did really well to handle our pressure, because we put them under a lot of pressure. But I think there were just those 1 or 2 moments where the press was just too high, and they kind of, got played out at the back. I think Calvin Bassey was at fault for one of them. Not sure who's at fault for the other. But both goals were results of, high pressure. Fulham makes a mistake, and then Tottenham go forward and get that goal. And that's really, really good to see, because we didn't have to produce anything extraordinary today. As long as we put that effort in from the players and we had that, firepower in the press, that's all we needed to get that win. But Tottenham are top of the table, 23 points from 9 games played, 2 points above Manchester City and Arsenal, as we head into the 10th game of the season this Friday against Crystal Palace away at Selhurst Park. So another London derby back-to-back, and yet another one after that. Tottenham versus Chelsea will be on Monday, November 6th. So we've got a Monday, Friday, Monday game schedule coming up for us. But I think we've got a big chance to continue our lead at the top, especially Crystal Palace and Wolves. I think Chelsea will be a little bit of a hard team, considering how Pochettino has got them playing in the last couple of games. Their result against Arsenal was quite a good one. But I think we're going to have a very, very fun ride with Ange at the helm. But that's it for our video on today's win against Fulham. If you enjoyed and want to see more Spurs content, make sure you like and subscribe to the channel. Comment down below what you'd like to see more of on the channel. And until next time, come on, you Spurs!